Alright, here with KTAuthentics Sports Memorabilia and Cards. We're going to do our first random category team break of 2015 SuperBreak primary players, all teams in. This is a 4-box case. There we go. 2 dice. Good luck. Wow, we're only going to go 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. We're 3 times on that one. 3 times. Move over to the random let me see. There we go. Each spot has 4 teams or 3 teams and a category, which could potentially be a bar card. So here we go. Here's the list right here. We got B Money, Brian, JS 14, Cali West 8202. Mr. Jordan 23, B Money for 3 more. Clangs 30. Tebow 444. 91 Red Wings 19 for 3. AAU Ball. Lifting Attic. AZ Frozen Rope. Why did I put the X-ray in there? AZ Frozen Rope. Lifting Attic. AAU Ball. AZ Frozen Rope again. Kobe L. Cards of my mouth. Pernaldi 24. Prisby 32. Craig. FF Wise Guy. You're Cut Off. Motown. Real Schmitty. 3. P-Foot and Cards Tunes for the last one. Here we go. 3 times, guys. 1, 2, and 3. Cali West, you're up top. Ronaldo's on the bottom. 3 total times. See 32 spots there. Boom. Alrighty, there's the list there. You probably, I'm not sure if you guys can see all that. I will call everything out. You guys will be able to see it. Here's the list. You guys have seen this list. It was in the 32, 1 through 32. I also labeled them. Corresponds with the description in the description that's in the product. Good luck. We're going 3 times. Here we go. 1, 2. Last but not least, here we go. Number 3. 3 total times. Let me see what I can do here. Alright, let's name these off now. Let me see if I can go to the Excel spreadsheet. You guys can see a little bit bigger screen. Hopefully, maybe that may be bigger. I don't know. Cali West, you got the Indianapolis Colts, the Cleveland Indians, the Phoenix Suns, and the Nashville Predators. Kobe, you got the Chicago Bears, the San Diego Padres, the LA Clippers, and the Chicago Blackhawks. AAU Ball, you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the LA Angels. Why do I have LA Angels there? It should be Anaheim. Anyway. Washington Wizards, Toronto Maple Leafs. Lifting Addict, you got Jacksonville Jags, Houston Astros. You have the R through the T last name of the bar, and the New York Islanders. 91 Red Wings, you got the Carolina Panthers, the Atlanta Braves, the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Carolina Hurricane. Motown, you have the New York Jets, the Minnesota Twins, the F through the J last name the bar, San Jose Sharks. Cards in my mouth. You got the New York Giants, the Florida Marlins, the Orlando Magics, and the LA Kings. M. Jordan, you got the Seattle Seahawks, Cincinnati Reds, Toronto Raptors, U through Z for the bar. 91 Red Wings got the Green Bay Packers, the New York Mets, the Detroit Pistons, and the Buffalo Sabres. Clangs, you got the Dallas Cowboys, the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Indiana Pacers, and the Montreal Canadiens. Lifting Addy, you got the Cincinnati Bengals, the San Francisco Giants, the Houston Rockets, and the Colorado Avalanche. 8202, you got the Falcons, the Atlanta Falcons, the Chicago White Sox, the New York Knicks, and the Calgary Flames. The Real Schmitty with the Washington Redskins, the Toronto Blue Jays, the New Orleans Pelicans, and the Vancouver Canucks. You're cut off with the San Diego Chargers, Washington Nationals, the Sacramento Kings, and the St. Louis Blues. AZ Frozen Rope with the 49ers, the Colorado Rockies, the Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Florida Panthers. Now, Cards Tune, you got the St. Louis Rams, the Detroit Tigers, the Miami Heat, and the Phoenix Coyotes. Craig, you got the Vikings, the Minnesota Type, the Oakland A's, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Ottawa Senators. The Real Schmitty with the Denver Broncos, the Kansas City Royals, the Philadelphia 76ers, and the Edmonton Oilers. It'd be good if there was McDavid this year, huh? T-Boy, you have the Browns, the Cleveland Browns, the Baltimore Orioles, the Chicago Bulls, and the Atlanta Thrashers? Yeah, Thrashers. Brian J.S., you have the Oakland Raiders, Chicago Cubs, Brooklyn Nets, and the Philadelphia Flyers. AZ Frozen Rope, you have the New Orleans Saints, the Philadelphia Phillies, the Boston Celtics, and the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Real Schmitty with the Kansas City Chiefs, the LA Dodgers, the Utah Jazz, and the Dallas Stars. Prisby, you got the Ravens, the Mariners, the Atlanta Hawks, and the K through Q last name the bar. B Money with the Miami Dolphins, the St. Louis Cardinals, the Dallas Mavericks, and the Anaheim Ducks. AAU Ball with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Tampa Bay Rays, the Charlotte Hornets, and the Pittsburgh Penguins. B Money, you have, I'm going to see all these at one time. You got 2 in a row here. Man, my Buffalo Bills, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the San Antonio Spurs, the Boston Bruins, the Arizona Cardinals, the Boston Red Sox, the Memphis Grizzlies, and the New York Rangers. Red Wings, the Houston Texans, the New York Yankees, the Denver Nuggets, and the Columbus Blue Jays. Columbus Blue, yeah. PFUD, Patriots, the Brewers, the Portland Trailblazers, and the Detroit Red Wings. FF Wise Guy, the Detroit Lions. The A through E last named the bar, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the New Jersey Devils. Yeah, Blue Jackets, thank you. I'm like, Blue Jays, Blue Jackets, I get confused. Does it go by a jersey or is there a checklist? What do you mean by that, by jersey? B Money, you have the Eagles. All other sports, the Golden State Warriors and the Minnesota Wild. The all other sports guys is like the wrestling and everything else. So all other sports is that stuff. So B Money, you have that opportunity. In Prinaldi, you have the Tennessee Titans, the Texas Rangers, the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Washington Capitals. It goes by whatever on the card. If it's, my rules are always, if it's a high school card, then what happens is it goes by the longest tenured team. So it would be Cleveland. And if you need to see the lists, I can't really publish the lists for you guys. So here we go. Go ahead and take a look at the list, guys. Tell me if you want to trade away or anything. I'll give it a couple of minutes. Real Schmitty, you have the Dodgers. I'll buy the Dodgers off of you, Real Schmitty, if you want. I don't see any movement, guys. Anybody doing anything? Captain Morgan? Is there anything left? What do you mean? Oh, the top of the 8th right now? Alright. No problem, Real Schmitty, I understand. Of course there is, man. Captain Morgan, there's stuff in the store right now. We can do some minty football next or whatever we want to do. We also got a mixer that's only for 29 bucks. 31 available. Got some Bowman baseball in the jumbos too. Peterson hit a moonshot earlier. Did he really? Nice. Peterson's my boy, man. He's up right now. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and move over to, let me print this out. Alright, no one really traded anything, so we're going to try to go ahead and that's pretty awesome, man. Okay, here we go. Try to get this to focus. I'm not going to really call off the names real quick, but we didn't have any trades or anything. Just gonna go through real quick so you can see here. And I usually link the this list. This is number 1. This list with the BB at the bottom of the YouTube channel. I'll make sure that the list is linked there. All right, guys.